Hi team. Today we will cover about updating table metadata. So updating table metadata is through SMC. We can register tables in metadata, libraries and tables in metadata. But update table metadata is like we can also update the tables using some commands like proc meta library. Metalib is a one procedure that help us to update the table metadata. So we can also update the tables. We can also alter them. We can create new table using proc metadata. So we will discuss that. So yeah, if you see registering and verifying the tables through SMC is one way to create metadata for tables in a library. So, to creating metadata table is a one way, like registering tables and verifying them is also one way. Through SMC, we will create that. By that way, we can also manage the table metadata in the SMC, SAS Management Console. But to create this metadata programmatically, like using the statement proc metalib is a one command, we will use this one programmatically to update the table metadata tables in metadata. Okay, proc meta library is also provides options for maintaining your table metadata that are not available in SAS management console. So even though while registering and verifying tables that some options not available, so for updating them and creating the new tables, we will use proc meta library, so that will help us more options with more options compared to the graphical user interface like SAS management console, which provides some support, but proc meta library is more options. This is a program. Proc meta library is a one command to create the and update the table metadata. So for example, by default proc meta library register metadata for all physical tables. For all the physical tables, by default it will register, okay, that are not already registered in the metadata, and updates the table metadata for tables that have been altered since they were registered. Whenever user create any physical physical table, the metadata, the metalib register metadata, proc metalib, what it will do is it will register the metadata for all physical tables, and they are not already the whichever not already available in the metadata, so it will by default it will register. By using optional statements, you can also perform like proc meta library following task, like see, delete metadata for tables that have been removed from the library. So whenever we remove that table from the library, library is different. Library is a physical storage, metadata is a property of the data. Okay, while removing the tables, we can also perform to remove that table from the metadata by using proc metalib statement. Produce a report that list changes made, that by producing the potential changes will be made to the executed. Like see, even though we can produce the report, we can list the report which are the changes made in particular library, and what is the options we have made it, how many libraries tables got updated, how many tables got deleted, like that we can produce the one report. See, if you observe here, options meta user, meta server, metadata server id, metadata password, metadata server password, metadata port number, metadata server name, machine name. So these are all the options we will give. See, these are all the options we will give while connecting to the while using the proc metalib statement. So if you have to set these options, you can use the proc meta library parameters to specify this information. So if you understand, these are all the information needed to execute this command. Why needed is, once we connect to the metadata, then only we can able to manage that tables, and we can update the registered tables. That's why we need to provide all this information. Once we set this information, this is a option statement. These are options. You need to know what options are. So so that you can come to know this. Once we provide option statement, we are good to now use the proc meta library. So now adding and updating table metadata, tables in metadata. See, by default, proc meta library creates table definitions for any tables in the library that do not have the definitions, and updates any table definitions that. So by default, if any user update not updated also, the proc meta library will update that table in the metadata. So however, it does not delete the table metadata. See, it will update it, but it will not delete. Actually, it will not delete the table metadata, even though library we delete the tables in the library. That is the where we need to interact and remove that unnecessary deleted tables. Okay. See, use report when you want to output listing that summarizes the metadata changes, either before changes are made or to see afterward changes are. Okay, SAS output by default. See, no execute command will be used. No execute is a command that will help us to update the metadata without any unnecessarily exits. So this is an example default proc meta library behavior. If you understand, see proc meta library I am giving here, and this is the options we are giving. What is the repository name? Under which repository we are creating the library? See, this is the library name. Under this library, I am updating table metadata for this library currently, library 1. So without report statement, the options are written in the SAS log. See, I am not using report statement here. These are the options will be written here. And also you understand total 3 tables analyzed for one library 1. Metadata for 2 tables updated. Uh, this one is updated, but one table is added here separately. So total how many tables? 3 metadata tables got updated using this just without report command. But we need report also, right? If you need report also, why you need report is we need to understand we can generate the we can also generate the report, produce a report that list changes made by the procedure. Sorry, changes made by the procedure. We need to produce the report using report statement. Now, even we will use report statement here so that it will generate one report for that how many changes have made, how many things have made. Changing the update rule. See, there is an update rule statement option available. This is another statement. Using that, what need to be added? How many tables need to be added? What need to update? What need to delete? We can specify in the meta library procedure itself. Here itself, we can specify whether tables need to be added or tables need to updated or deleted. See, here I have just included that library 1, but what it done is it has added and updated, but it's not deleted. So now I want to delete that one table. What I need to do? By default, it won't delete. So I need to use this update rule, and I need to mention the delete option. Delete specify to delete table metadata if corresponding physical table is not found in the specified library. See, if any table is not available in the library, it will automatically deleted without any intimation. So that's why we need to remove, we need to sync that library and metadata. Both are we need to sync. Then we will use this delete option. So if you see update rule equal to delete, whatever we use in library 1, we are using to delete the metadata tables. Okay, adding, updating, deleting metadata. So now you will understand. The following example shows update rule with delete, no add, and no update. So update table definitions where necessary. Also delete table definitions that are no longer valid. This statement you need to know. If the table definition is no longer valid, that is existing in the metadata, then this statement will understand what are the this statement will understand the metadata library, metadata tables, how many are registered, how many are available in the current library. Okay, if anything is unnecessarily sitting in metadata, then it will remove unnecessary tables. Okay, this will do delete, no update, no add. And here see, report statement I am using, so that's why this will generate one report like this. See, summary, sample summary report. We will also use all the statement in a practical, so that you comes to understand in a better way. So this is the way to using proc metalib statement to update the table metadata. Table metadata in the sense, after registering the tables, we need to update them frequently. All the tables are available in libraries, so we physical libraries, everyday users will say remove some tables, add some tables that will sync with metadata, right? To sync with the metadata, we will use this proc metalib options. So these are the options like no add, no update, delete, and update rule is the one statement we will use. So this is about the updating table metadata, and this is the way we will set the report. This is a report statement to generate the report for the particular library. So it will generate the library. So metadata, meta library procedure, summary for library lib1, and all the this one is tables analyzed 1, table updated 0, table added 0. So here they have not used updated update rule. They just used selected lima. Lima is a one table. So they have added that table. They have updated 0 table. Remaining everything is 0. If you see, the table name lima is showing here. Tables added lima, metadata name, metadata ID, this one, SAS name. Lima, only the table is added now. Now, see, selected. I have selected from this library. So that's why I am updated here also. But I want to exclude these two tables from this library one. Then these two libraries will be, these two tables will be excluded. Excluded means that they will also how to exclude like specific subset of tables. They exclude and they will show the information. Okay, they won't delete. Exclude means it won't delete from the tables. It just exclude the output procedure. This is about the table metadata, how we will update